delicious beer.
Having a cold one?
Yes, sir. Switchback.
Ah.
They just started doing 6-packs, so. Oh. Thanks, Butters, for telling me we're going live.
Well then.
Wow. Making me look like a raging alcoholic.
Why can't I hear Butters?
My bad.
Butters still has his...
We're good.
There he is.
We got you. It's because you are an alcoholic, Doyle. You call you Razor Rogar Jr. RR.
Razor Rogar Jr. I'm also eating popcorn because I wanted to. And,
Yo, Doyle, you're reading chat. Someone loves your beard. Someone loves your beard.
That's
Where
sweet.
is it?
That's so
see
sweet.
it.
Someone loves it. You got shit stuck in it too. That's adorable. You disgusting thing. What's up, guys? How is your guys' Sunday? What have you been doing? Guys, I have an exclusive picture of Doyle as well. I just wanted to show you really quick. It's going to be right here.
Wow.
Exclusive content.
Here it is. I'm going to put it right over his face. Exclusive content. Oh, nope, don't fuck with the background. Don't do it now. Here's a picture of Doyle from this afternoon. I just wanted to share it. I just wanted to share this. Doyle, don't act like you don't appreciate it.
I was hoping it was with the Pikachu hat.
Oh, no. No, I wanted to get a picture of you and your girlfriend.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It was funny,
Oh, no, you're
though.
not.
Sorry.
I'm not. So what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the One More Level podcast. I am Butters, as I'm sure you guys all know. If you don't know, hello, welcome, new people to the Butter Box. Below me, without a camera still, is good old Bob. Bob's down below.
Bab.
Bam.
Yeah, why is Bob a metal thing? What's the metal thing that Bob is? It looks like a fan.
Why doesn't Bob have a cam either? Over to my bottom right is, of course, Razor, as always. With the finger and all. And to my left, who is not here, is usually Matt's Outrageous. But I received a message from Matt at 2:30 a.m. I believe it was Saturday morning at 2:30 in the morning that said, not going to make it, have an emergency, gotta go. Won't be at the meetings or at the podcast, so he's not with us today. So prayers and shit to Matt, and hope everything goes well there. I haven't talked to him, so I'm not sure what's happening. But we're back, so we didn't get canceled, so I mean, that's good, right?
Yep.
That's a good thing. For some reason, good old chat here isn't showing up either.
Oh,
I've just
those.
noticed. Interesting. So, they haven't canceled us yet either. We're still here. Twitch didn't ban us for the shit we did last week. So, I mean, we're still good, right, guys? We're still good?
Well, it's not like anyone did major product placement or anything.
I know. It's not like anybody sold us out. So, what has happened this week? It has been a big week in games, to say the very, very, very least. There was the VGAs this week. There was the PlayStation PSX, PlayStation Expo. There was a lot of announcements at both. So there is a lot we can talk about. So what do we want to start with? Should we just kick it right off with the VGAs?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not
Let's
either.
do it.
So let's start with the VGAs. So what do we have? We had Best Multiplayer, which Splatoon, surprisingly enough, from Nintendo. Have not played it.
Now, to go on with Splatoon as well, I figure we could combo this. Splatoon also won Best Shooter,
Did it?
which it did. Yeah, which I found interesting. I mean, obviously, everyone knew Call of Duty wasn't going to win because it's Call of Duty. We'll get into that.
We can get into Call of Duty all you want.
I never did get into Call of Duty.
Does anybody really play Call of Duty still here? I don't.
I only bought the new one for the zombies because it's actually really good.
So therefore the answer is yes, Doyle plays Call of Duty.
Doyle still plays
Yep.
Call of Duty.
Where the fuck is? Yeah, best shooter winner Splatoon.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
And it was going up against Black Ops 3, meh. The Taken King, Halo 5 Guardians, and Battlefront. Now going with what Matt has said about Battlefront is that it only has 4 maps. Which is kind of upsetting.
5 now. Battle of Jaka came out. Battle of
Oh,
Jaka
wow,
come out this
5.
week. So we got 5 now, and Battle of Jaka honestly is not that good. It reminds
And
me
can
of...
we just talk about?
Huh?
And can we just talk about the fact that that game is obviously about paint because you don't put ink down with big rollers and whatnot?
Yeah.
That just doesn't make any sense. This is clearly about
Yeah.
paint.
I know nothing about Splatoon other than it's a children's game, mostly.
Other than it's
I don't know.
It's not even
I'm
a
actually
children's
really
game,
excited
though.
about
There's a lot of people that play it. I would play the shit out of that game. It looks fun as hell. Which is probably why it got... What did I say? Shooter of the year and
Multiplayer
multiplayer of the year. Which is surprising to have a multiplayer of the year come from Nintendo. How often does that happen? Like
2015 and yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
When
like
Goldeneye came out in Mario Kart.
I was gonna
original?
say when Mario Kart, maybe they might have won it then, but
I know nothing about Splatoon. I really don't.
really, I've watched people
Yep.
play it before.
I don't.
I don't have
You're the only streamer You're the only streamer I watch.
hype. It's not because I'm good though. It's just because you know me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's be honest.
And no, I only watch because you give me mod.
I gave you a sword
about
and then
the
you
sword.
lost it.
Yep. See, it's the sword.
It was.
It's
it was
all
in
about
the
the
freezer.
It's all about the sword. That's the only reason people watch me. They want that coveted sword.
So, here's something I think we can all talk about. Bob, I think you can as well. Best independent game, Rocket League.
Oh my god, who could not? Talk
Was there
about...
Was there ever any doubt that Rocket League was going to win Best Indie Game?
No. Do you know how amazing
can't
Rocket
imagine
League
what
is?
else.
We still play. I've got probably not as much as other people, but I've still got a pretty. Actually, I can bring that up right now. What do I got in Rocket League now for hours? I've got quite
Hey,
a
Butters
bit.
finally got chat.
I
Hey,
did. I
there's
finally. I had to do it a different way. It would, for some reason, the CLR browser's not working. It's being really weird. Which means none of my
I have a
alerts are
new-
probably working right now either. Which is
I
fine
have
because
new- I have
they're
new
not turned
inventory.
on. The bot's on. That's about it. Rocket League, where are you, you beautiful bastard?
Rocket League.
Rocket League, 53 hours in Rocket League. 53 hours. And, what about my cup? Dude, this cup is exclusive. I unboxed Loot Anime this week on stream, the very first Loot Anime by Loot Crate, and it was fucking awesome. Like, I don't have any of the other shit. I got the poster and stuff right here, but that's about it. I got cool-ass Band-Aids to go with my glass. Look at that.
I don't think I've got 29 hours of Rocket League.
29 hours. Easy explanation, Splatoon is basically a kid's version of FPS. I mean, yeah, is the Wii U really oriented towards the adult viewer? What the fuck is happening with chat? Oh, the other one decided to work now. Okay.
Double chat power.
Mm-hmm. Attack on Titan Bandit. It was part of the thing, man. I don't know. But I got sidetracked. What were you saying, Doyle? How did I just veer off?
Rocket League.
Oh, yeah, Rocket League. So, I know a lot of people have a lot of time in it. I know it was, like, a big deal. They announced it for Xbox One, but, like, who gives a fuck, in all honesty?
And it's already on the PlayStation 4.
It's been on, it was on PS4 as a free game when it launched. It's been on
It
PC
still
forever.
is. It's free if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yes. Well, it was. It's not anymore. I tried to download
It's
it.
not anymore.
No, I tried to download it, and I can't get it. It was only for, like, that first launch month.
Aw.
So, PS4 people, you can still get it, but it's $20 like it is on PC, unless you catch a Steam sale and it's like 30 cents. It's not, but
It's a good game.
we know how
It's worth
Steam is with their sales. They're fucking awesome. But something
With
else.
Steam, you just know you'll be able to pay a quarter for just about anything. It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
it. Yeah.
It is just a matter of time.
True.
If not, G2A is always available. That's
you
another
can
good
now
one.
actually remove games from your Steam library now completely. Completely delete them from your account now.
Yep.
Wow.
That was a thing. I saw that. Instead of just hiding them, you no longer
Yeah,
have
instead
to
of
just
just
hide them. You can just completely say, get fucked, game, you're gone. Completely.
Like, And there's certain things that you can't just say get fucked, get gone completely. It's package deal stuff, but you know, I got a bunch of games where it's like I've never played this game. It was part of a bundle. Maybe I can delete it. Maybe I can't.
Right.
So you get screwed when it comes to the dollar bills involved, but oh well. So, game of the year winner was The Witcher 3.
You want to jump?
Hunt.
You want to jump right into game of the year? There's so many other things.
Yes,
that were going
I do.
On. All right, game of the year then. Well, then not only game of the year, but then developer of the year. Yeah, CD Projekt Red
Also,
with The Witcher 3. That's it.
Well,
best role playing
that
game. Best role playing game.
RPG.
Best RPG. So yeah, that was an obvious one. But let's take a look at the other ones in the category on this one. This was interesting. Super Mario Maker.
For game of the year, that was interesting. There were in my opinion, there were two games in that category: Fallout and The Witcher.
Really? Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't in that category for you, Butters?
I still haven't played through it all. From what I've played of it, it's fucking amazing, yes, but in the logical sense of not everybody likes Metal Gear Solid, and it wasn't as hype as The Witcher and the other one there, Fallout 4 were, especially with Fallout 4 coming out this year with against it. There's no way. I knew that as soon as that shit was announced at E3.
I'm surprised Bloodborne was in that too, because that was serious hit or miss for the consumer. Like, I bought it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, and I started playing it. I'm like, fuck this game. I like a challenging game, but I don't like a game that kicks you to the ground and then keeps kicking you in the nads while stomping you on the face and pouring battery acid on you. And that's what Bloodborne does.
Well, Bloodborne is just like Dark Souls, isn't it? Just a big pain in the ass to beat.
Yeah, I never played Dark Souls either.
It's definitely a niche market.
Yo, right there. Rocket League was on the Steam sale the other day for $5.
Under $5.
For
so
under
$4.99.
$5, probably. So good job, Steam. I'm still kicking ass.
Yep.
Fucking praise Gaben.
Yep.
Our Lord and Savior.
But it still took. But still, Super Mario Maker took Best Family Game.
Yeah, and I mean, The Witcher 3 only beat Fallout 4 by 1 vote.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. So
That is wild.
your votes count. If you didn't vote, you're fucked.
Well, especially since Fallout 4 has been out for less than a month.
Yo, Erica,
Yeah.
what's up?
Less than a month.
What has? Oh yeah, Fallout 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind
was,
of good.
you know,
It's kind of good. I've still
It's
got.
kinda
I'm
good.
up to 11 hours this week, so I mean, not by choice, but by free time. So we're good.
I'm up to 47 hours total. Last played on Monday.
Last played on
Well, I
Monday.
played it a little bit. I have 222 hours in it.
A little bit. Bob's only touched.
Jesus.
Bob's only skimmed the surface.
Yeah, I did the intro, and made my character.
Oh my god. Fallout 4 is amazing. Love it. I was not surprised to see a close match between The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4, because I have The Witcher 3 on my PlayStation 4, and it's fantastical. CD Projekt Red, which is Developer of the Year, go figure, does an amazing job with their games, considering that they have only had 3 games that they've produced, or developed, I mean. They've got The Witcher 2, and The Witcher 3, and that's it. That's all they've done. They're working on another one that's a
it The Witcher 4?
cyberpunk kind of feel to it. It's not The Witcher 4. It's actually something completely different when you pull it up here.
Well, I wouldn't say it's too shocking that a company that has so few franchises has something good, since so many of the companies are dealing with more of the Call of Duty issue, where you keep making the same thing every year because that's what sells, but then everyone hates it because it's the same thing. Like, they hate the change and they hate the staying the same.
Yes. But I'm surprised they only, they've been around since 1994, and they have Music Master Choppin', Imperialism, which is like a tabletop type board game kind of thing, The Witcher. They have Saints Row 2 as part. They must have helped out with Saints Row 2, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, and Cyberpunk. I mean, for a company that's over 20 years old to only have that few games, it's very rare.
that's
to
why they're
produce.
good. They actually put due care and attention into making the games good as opposed to just churning them out.
Yeah. And Cyberpunk 2077, its release date is supposed to be in 2017. So they announced it 2 years at least. No, they announced it in 2012. So they're giving 5 years from announcement date to finished product date for one game.
Well, that's how Fallout works as well. I think it was 5 or 6 years they worked on it.
Fallout between New Vegas and Fallout 4 was
New Vegas
7
wasn't
or 8
Bethesda.
years.
Yeah, New Vegas wasn't Bethesda.
I didn't have anything to do with that. Was just Obsidian.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they totally farmed that one out. That's why it has a very different feel. I mean, not that it's a fantastic game, but they were working on Fallout 4.
Whoops. Fallout 3. When was that released?
What, Fallout 3?
2008.
Yeah, that's the same.
Fallout
It's
3
been a
was
while.
released 2000. So it's all right. So
7 years.
a little over 7 years because it was October that was released. So a little over 7 years to develop a game that they kept under wraps until
The last second.
the E3 before.
Pretty
yeah.
much, yeah. Like, oh, hey, by the way.
That's
By the way, in like
That's
2 months you can
impressive,
pick this
yeah.
game up.
yeah.
Well, it was like one of my friends is the manager of a GameStop was talking about just going to conferences and all this stuff, and Bethesda's not saying a lot about Fallout 4, but I'm like, what do they have to say? Everyone who knows what Fallout is already like, credit cards out, let's do this.
Yep.
I mean,
Shut up and take my money.
Speaking of Fallout 4, Amazon has Pip-Boy editions again if anybody wants them. Go.
oh neat.
Shit.
Run. Run. Get it.
All right.
I got one. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, some people were disappointed. Yes, it is made out of plastic. No shit.
I was just saying, it's not
But,
even made out of metal.
It's nice. I don't know what people
How
were
much is it?
expecting.
I don't either.
$120. Fuck.
There goes Rogar. Gotta go make that purchase. Rogar's like, I'm
Shit.
fucking in. News.
All right, Butters. Here we go. Should I buy it from a PlayStation 4 or another PC copy?
PS4.
Asking the real questions.
Then you got 2.
Don't care. Doing this. Proceed with checkout. Buying
Is it
this
through my
right
Amazon
now.
Associates account?
It will be. Now that you said that.
See, it's how you like to fucking bitch to me that you keep forgetting to use it. I'm like, it's not my fault. It's right there for you.
Yes, because I go to your channel
What's up,
every
Dual-Wielder?
single time.
It's not your homepage? This is what my browser opens up to.
Butters
It
gave
is
me. That's what's
my-
up.
This
My
is the
Amazon
internet, right?
Associates. Huh?
It is my 4th bookmark thing on my bookmark bar.
Aw, I'm 4th. Yes. Right behind all the porn.
Nope, you have Reddit 50/50, Daisy standalone map, and digitally imported.
Have you played? When's the last time you played Daisy? Was it when we were doing Checkpoint Charlie?
2 days before Fallout 4.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right. But yeah, I do want to talk about, since we're still on the topic of the VGAs, what were the 2 best score / soundtrack and best action adventure going to Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, and then Konami being a bunch of cocks and completely blocking Hideo Kojima from going. Like,
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah, that's
company...
pretty fucked.
That's pretty fucked. That company would not run without those games, I don't think. Because what else has Konami really put out that was, like, such as big a hit as that? And that game's been going on since...
Konami's not just a video game company, and so they're really focusing on basically everything but video games at this point.
Well, yeah, because now their whole
But-
thing is, like, we're going to focus on mobile. That's their whole business plan going forward from here.
Well, actually, they're focusing on arcade cabinets. That's where they make all their money.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Interesting. I didn't know that.
the little like gambling arcade machines they have in Japan.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, you're not wrong as far as a video game a video game franchise or publisher or whatever. They would be nothing without Kojima. But as a company, it was a small fraction of what they're on about.
Yeah. But then they had the live performance of Quiet's theme, which is beautiful. I still have not gotten... I still haven't played through that game, which annoys me. I want to play through it so bad. I have to finish it.
Yeah, same.
And Quiet. Quiet's one of my favorite characters in it. She is fucking great for not saying shit, but I like the whole adding of her in there because she reminded me a lot of Sniper Wolf from the first Metal Gear Solid. I don't know if you guys played them. Did you guys play through all of them? All right, so you know who I'm talking about then. Yeah, Sniper Wolf. Was
Never played any Metal Gear Solid game. Oh, hi, Dual Wielder. Sorry, I was busy buying the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. Through Butter's Razor
You're
affiliate
welcome.
thing.
Stop! Stop
Razor
fucking
affiliate.
plugging shit!
Through
Oh my
Butter's
God.
Amazon
I'm
affiliate at the bottom of the
fucking
screen.
punch you. Don't fucking put them through my shit. It's there if they want to. Most anticipated game of... Okay, Okay, actually, no. Most anticipated game of 2014 of the VGAs was voted as Uncharted 4. Agree or disagree? What are your most anticipated games of 2016?
I don't even know what's coming out in 2016, really.
Well, you've got... It all depends on what actually comes out, in all honesty. Because, I mean, there's like...
It's some of these things you don't really know.
Yeah, like, they're like, oh, it's coming out in 2016, but they have no date. I can tell you right now, The Division is a 2016 thing. Lego Avengers is one.
Dishonored 2.
Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is one. The Division. Far Cry Primal. Fire Emblem Fates. Is there another Dying Light?
This is Dying Light.
Dead Island.
The new,
There's another...
fuck, what's it called? Walking Dead by Telltale was shown. The one I'm got super pumped about, which we'll get into in a minute. Well, not in a minute. Whenever we get over to the PSX thing, is the fucking Batman Telltale game that's coming out. Because that's going to be sick. Then we got Uncharted 4. You got Hitman. I know there's a Legend of Zelda game coming out. What's it called? Hyrule Warriors Legends. That's one. That one. Probably...
So here's...
What's up? Go ahead.
Here's my hypes. I've got Horizon Zero Dawn, Dead Island 2, Dishonored 2, Doom, and that's all I can think of off the top of my head that I've got, hype that I'm actually looking forward to playing that has already been announced.
Yeah, for me, Mafia 3 is definitely... Well, it's the top thing I can think of. Pokemon Go, that would be pretty cool as well, but I don't know what it's going to look like.
Oh my god, Pokemon Go. Don't even get me started on that. I can talk about that all night. Pokemon Go is like one of the more hype things in my agenda for next year. But it's not for the stream, but for myself. I just want to be driving around and then be like late for work and then try to explain that to my boss. Why are you late? There was a fucking Charizard running across the street and I had to chase it. Sorry.
Pretty much.
Had to pull over and throw a Pokeball at it.
It's a mobile game, so it'll be pretty widespread, so your boss will be like, oh, yeah, I saw that Charizard. It'll be fine. He'll understand.
Be right back.
Alright, bye. Yeah.
But Mafia 2, I felt like, was one of the most underrated games I've ever played. It had an excellent engine. It was beautiful. And it just kind of was a thing. Like, it really deserved some proper DLC and whatnot, but it never really got it, unfortunately.
You know what else? Another one I'm really looking forward to is the new Ghost Recon Wilderness.
Ooh.
You saw that, right? Did you see that one or no?
I haven't seen it, no. But...
Oh shit! All right, hang on. Let me get this brought up really quick. Yeah, there's a new Ghost Recon coming out, which looks to be more promising. Wildlands is what it's called. Ghost Recon Wildlands, and
there it is.
It looks fucking dope.
Peggy 8.
Oh, hang on. Maybe I can bring this up on where Matt's supposed to be.
Replace Matt with the trailer?
Yeah. Replace Matt with a trailer and we can take a look at this. If we can do, just a second, guys. But yeah, like, this game looked phenomenal. I know The Division is something everybody's hyped about, but, I I think everybody's gonna be very disappointed in it. In complete honesty.
Well, these things happen. I mean,
I'm back.
You are back.
I was
Oh,
getting a beer.
I don't know. Is that what we were doing? Yeah, we're talking about right now, Doyle. We're talking about Wildlands. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Really stoked for that. Really stoked for that.
Right.
I watched a couple of the trailers. One of them was probably, I think it was an E3 trailer. And when I saw that, I'm like, yep, nope, definitely something that's on my to get list.
I know what you're talking about, Erica, because I've done the same thing. As have some other people. So I'm not gonna go. I can't go into it either, but I know what you're saying, and that's why I said they're gonna be disappointed.
Disappointed about what? Just what game?
The Division.
Okay. No idea why, but okay.
No, you don't.
I don't ever really play Tom Clancy games either.
Yeah, but this one isn't
Nothing
like
against
a.
them.
It's not like a. This is more like an open world bounty hunter type game than anything,
Okay.
which has got me really intrigued.
interesting.
Yes. So
I was just about to say those exact same words.
I don't know why that just popped up on there. But yeah, like if I can get this stupid trailer to play. Or work, I should say, not play. Can someone send me a link to the releases coming out? I'm sure a mod could.
I'm working on it.
But, yeah, the Division, I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Oh, here you go. Here's the most.
That's what I was looking at.
Oh, shit, there you
Bob.
go. That was quick.
the most accurate and trustworthy source ever.
Always.
Move to the bottom. Yeah, Wikipedia.
Well, this is hilarious. Below is a list of games which have been announced to be released in 2016 in North America, but have no exact release date or month yet. Guess what my eyes popped to first?
I don't know what.
Dayzizzle. Daisy.
I didn't even
That
notice that on
fucking
there when I
game
was
is
looking
never
through it.
going to be released.
That's a fucking
Daisy.
joke.
Q1 of 2016 for PS4 and Windows. Bullshit.
Q1 of 2016, there's no way. Maybe the prototype, like the beta, like we've had on PC for what, 3 years
I was
now?
gonna say.
Yeah, they might release the beta for more platforms, but that game will never be finished.
No, fuck no.
God.
That game takes like 6 updates to fix the mistakes it makes in one update. It's like, here's a new update, here's some new shit, but it's broke for the next 5 updates. So give
Well,
me
hey,
like
the first time, like essentially all year, it has zombies in it. What an interesting thing for a zombie apocalypse game to have.
Did they finally put the zombies back in?
A couple.
A couple? Are they still like all fucked up where they like run through walls and everything else and they're like, I can just do what I want basically?
I'm quite sure they have quite a bit of glitchiness left in them yet, but I didn't watch a whole lot.
That honestly doesn't surprise me at all. Because that game is just fucking bad.
I mean, it's
There's
fun.
a link to the Wildlands chat.
It's fun, but it's bad.
Right.
It's not even craptacular. It's just bad, but fun.
Bad but fun?
Untitled Titanfall video game, iOS and Android.
iOS and Android on Titanfall.
Yep.
What an interesting little concept
Untitled
that is.
Battlefield video game as well. What a surprise.
Warhammer End Times Vermintide for PS4 and Xbone.
Oh, they're getting it?
Yep.
There's something else I'm
Yeah.
going to bring up. What the fuck was it? Not right now, but
Yeah.
once we get to the next thing.
Yet another World of Warcraft expansion.
Good. Got to keep that in there. Make sure time's going by.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Ah, right there.
I just never got into. Ow.
Never got into
Ooh.
WoW. I played it, and
Yep.
then I got sick of paying $15 a month to play a game, so I stopped. But
I
my
didn't even
character
like
was
the
like
idea of it,
level.
so I've never played it.
You're not a big
They
MMO
have
person, though, are
another-
you?
Nah.
I didn't think so.
They have another Styx game coming out. That was a lot of fun. That was like Assassin's Creed as a goblin.
Styx.
That was actually, yeah, STYX. That was actually
No
very
idea.
interesting. I like that.
No,
I got it for free on. I got it for free on something.
free on
PS4,
something.
I think. I think it was PS4. Resident
Yeah, I mean,
Evil Zero HD. What up, Titan?
It's not so much that I'm not into MMOs as like your average WoW or WoW clone is. That's not the type of game I like. Like some of my favorite games are MMOs, like APB, but that's GTA-ish, not World of Warcraft-ish.
World of Warcraft just
Yeah.
not the thing.
Nope.
See, I'm I'm really into that like fantasy shit, but I don't ever use it as like a stream thing. I just use it as like my personal time thing because I'd end up like I don't go into as much detail as like other broadcasters that know everything about the game, and I wouldn't be able to like I don't know play it as well as other people would, so I wouldn't see a point in playing it on stream.
I mean, I was into Warcraft and Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3. I was starting to lose a bit of interest, but I still enjoyed it. But the part of Warcraft that is what they made World of Warcraft out of was not the part I was interested in.
Oh, really?
I sort of had more fun building base and whatnot. I didn't really care about the heroes.
Whoops. I left my beer in my camera shot.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. Way to go. So, since we're still talking about this, best...
It looks awesome, though. It's like you have a massive beer.
I mean, maybe I'll just
blast
do
the size of your head.
that.
Fantasy for
There's something
life.
left in my... I don't know if I got any more.
Rogar clearly knows what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't know what APB is.
All Points Bulletin. It's a sort of cops and robbers, Grand Theft Auto-ish MMO.
Interesting.
Basically, it's like, oh, the city's all fucked up, and so there's people that are, it's legalized vigilantism, and versus the actual criminals, and it's a lot of fun.
Does sound like fun. Is it kind of like shit, what's that thing? Second Life?
No,
it's not
Second
really.
Life.
Well, that's what I'm thinking of when I think of like an MMO with like cops and robbers
Well,
and
think
shit.
of Grand Theft Auto Online, but with the missions taking place in the world, the persistent world, not like within little groups. It's basically that. It's Grand Theft Auto Online before Grand Theft Auto Online was any good, basically.
Oh, okay. before they finally got it to work.
Yeah, I mean, because they had it previously, and it was actually a lot more fun than I remember when we went back and screwed around with it. But it was not popular when it came out.
No. It is not an instanced map. Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, what is it, like 50 people a server or something like that? And all 50 of those people are doing missions independently, all in the persistent world. So it's just chaos, and it's really amusing just to sit around and watch sometimes. I mean, like, I'll be doing some mission, keep trying to kill these people and keep them away from the objective I'm trying to complete, and then a fucking garbage truck drives by with an armored car stacked on top of it, with a sedan stacked on top of it, just cruising by. Which would take some considerable effort to create. I don't know. I guess they must have jumped it off of a ramp and stacked them that way. But it's the craziest things I've ever seen in a video game were that.
Does sound like it was a good...
Because you can't really, like, code chaos. Like, you can't make a game where it's like, oh, and the NPCs will be in chaos. This
Right.
game is chaos because there's actually a ton of other people doing all kinds of other shit with all sorts of other objectives going on, all in the same map. And it's not a massive map. It's nowhere near as big as, like, GTA or anything like that. So it really concentrates it all into this just ridiculous pandemonium. I've been spotted.
He's been spotted. Dun 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 dun.
Butters Bob is a bit too quiet.
Bob is a bit too quiet. That's just Bob
That's
talking
what
though.
Rogar said.
That's just Bob talking though.
His turbo isn't very good.
No, it's a quiet
Yeah,
one.
I could turn myself up a little bit.
No, I got you. You're already
That
good.
still sound good?
You're good now. I've got you a little louder.
I'll
So
have
you
to
should
turn
be
you
good
down on
now.
my end. You're just coming through a bit distorted on my end, that's all.
Who was?
Oh. But
No, it's all good. I brought
Okay.
Bob back down to 100%. It's fine.
alright.
All right, Potter. Lego.
Alright.
So let's see. So I want to bring this up. This was also a category in the VGAs. Then we'll move on from the VGAs. Best. It was worded as best fan creation, aka best mod. One, mod is now a fucking category in the VGAs, which I think is sick. And two, best mod was Portal Stories, Mel. Have either of you played it?
I have not.
I didn't know that existed.
You know Portal Story. I have it downloaded. I have not got a chance to play it yet because I've been waiting to play it on stream. Because
Yeah, I was also not aware of it.
we love Portal on my channel. Like, undoubtedly. It was like one of the
Who doesn't
first...
love Portal?
Well, no, because this is one of the games. This is one of the first games we played on Fucked Up Friday too. So, completely shit-faced me trying to figure out a puzzle game, which I'm already bad at puzzle games, and then trying to do Portal on top of that, which at instances can require extreme
Sounds good.
I
coordination
remember that.
and thought. It's fucking terrible.
I remember you and Rogar trying to play it. That was fucking hilarious.
I mean,
Oh god.
yeah, we tried to play Rogar and I tried to co-op it as well on a Fucked
Yeah,
Up Friday
me and Rogard
stream.
played Portal co-op drunk as well. It was quite an experience.
It is absolutely something you cannot do.
That was fucking hilarious.
It was.
We recorded it, but unfortunately the audio got fucked up, so I never put the video out.
Nah.
But yeah, it was amazing.
It is definitely a game to play after some beverages because it gets fun as shit, and this just like how stupid you can be sometimes when like you're in like a square room and there's like only like a few things you have to do, but it's like the hardest challenge of your life is just hilarious sometimes.
Well, yeah, it's so funny when they leave you with so few things. It's not like, you know, some Rube Goldberg machine. It's like you have these two game mechanics and this box.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this has to be simple, right? Then you realize, you know, it's every single puzzle in Portal at the end, you're like, well, that was obvious as fuck. What the hell took me so long?
Right? That is how Portal is, like. And I let chat backseat game with me after, like, if I start fucking up and I can't get anywhere for, like, 5-10 minutes, I'm like, just fucking help me, because we're going to be here all day, because I just can't do it. And that happened.
Send help.
We were stuck. Nasty can vouch for this, because him and Mike were just chilling in chat during this whole ordeal, and we were just, like, literally stuck on this one, like, we got to an open area, like, you know how in Portal 2 it opens up, and there's parts where you're in, like, the old factory, the old training grounds. Yeah. Wide fucking open, and I can't fucking figure it out. I was too, like, tanked, I couldn't do it, I was like, I'm done. I fucking quit.
Well, they talk about one of the major issues they have with players is getting them to look up. The verticality of Portal is something that they found during playtesting was a problem. People would look around, but they wouldn't look up enough, and so they weren't getting the whole picture. But yeah, when you land after the fall, you're just kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and it's really... It did take me a while as well to just figure out, so what's going on then? I can make a portal here, but where am I going?
Yeah. It is absolutely ridiculous, so I'm not... I fucking love Portal, but the game is just crazy. You just... Yeah. Nah, there's Nasty. You were just shooting random things. That's all I was doing. I was just like, something has to be right here. If I just... Maybe something will click if I put a portal here, and I'll have an idea of what to do. And that's
Wasn't that what you do in Portal, though? Like, the whole time you walk around, you're just spamming the portal button. Like, what if this is portalable? What am I missing here?
Yeah, right? Like, thump. Like,
sorry.
Yeah, I don't... Portal,
Take
I
that
love
desk.
it. Yeah, I know, right? Desk just got owned. We go Doyle.
Dude, this desk, it's got one of those fucking built-in keyboard trays that I want to remove, but there are no screws to remove it. And my armrest on my chair fuck with it, so...
Really?
It's really annoying. And it's my
Sounds like you
grandfather's
need a
desk.
Sawzall.
It's my grandfather's desk, so can't really do that. I would love to just deconstruct his fucking desk.
I have the keyboard tray on mine. I have the PS4 on it. I have the PS4.
Yeah, I saw that.
I have the PS4 under there with my capture card and the composite to HDMI converter, just so I can do the old school gaming shit.
The Dreamcasts.
Yeah, well, not even the Dreamcast. I had the Genesis hooked up to it and other shit as well before, just to make sure it all would run and function properly. So there's those things. But leading in from the VGAs, the other big event, like I said this week, was the PlayStation Expo, which Sony fans, which I am one, I've always had. I had Sony for obviously first. I think everybody had. Did everybody have PS1 here? The original PlayStation?
PS2.
You had PS2?
Yep.
Bob?
Yeah, I had PS2 as well.
PS2?
I was too poor for a PlayStation.
Uh-huh. So I had PlayStation 1. I've had all the PlayStations, so I feel obligated to get the PlayStation stuff, but it's still good. Like, I was disappointed with PlayStation 3, but...
Really?
Yes.
It had a Blu-ray player, though.
It did
The
have a
PlayStation 3 is like the one console that I can recommend to anyone because it's like, well, it's the best Blu-ray player. It's one of the best Blu-ray players, and it costs less than a good Blu-ray player. Oh, and it plays games too if you're into that sort of thing.
Yes. And but it was just like the lineup. There wasn't a lot compared to the 360. Like, I went from I've mentioned this several times. I've had every console except for the Xbox One because the Xbox One, in my opinion, is just a huge pile.
Let me tell you, I have one, and you're absolutely right. It's junk.
It's junk. I'm not even gonna go into that. Before I get over there. So 360 came out hard, and it had Gears of War, Halo. What were some of the other exclusives on that thing? Like, there were a ton of exclusives that back then were way better than the exclusives that Sony was putting out, which is why I got the 360 over the PS3. And the only reason I got the PS3 originally was for Metal Gear Solid 4. That was it. I literally bought the PS3 when I did because it went on sale on like a Black Friday or some shit for like $200. And I picked it up and I was like, okay, now I can play Metal Gear Solid 5. Or Metal Gear Solid 4.
For me, it's the other way around because I like racing games, and the original Forza was a pile of dog shit. It was a terrible game. It had no physics, and it was not fun. And so I was not excited about Forza 2 coming out for the Xbox. I was just waiting for the next Gran Turismo. And so there was no real contest there. Like, I knew what I was getting. I picked up a PS3 at launch. But I did end up picking up a 360 because Forza 2 actually turned out to be a good game.
Yeah, I was going to say Forza 2. I liked Forza 2. I liked Forza Horizons a lot. Horizons was fun as shit.
The Horizon games are a lot of fun, but unfortunately the Forza games seem to be trying... It's almost like they're deliberately trying to throw you off if you're a racing sim oriented person. It's like, this game is not for you, get fucked. Like, this is for the casuals. Because they just keep on making it more and more casual oriented, and now they're not even giving you the option of playing it the way you would normally play a racing sim, which is, it just seems very strange. It's very off-putting to me.
Yeah, that's why I went with, when it comes to racing sims, that's why I don't get the Forza. I don't get Gran Turismo either, because Gran Turismo kind of... Project Cars was what I wanted in a racing game, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I wanted full damage, I wanted, like, engine blows and all that shit, and I love it. I'm fucking terrible at it. Chat can vouch for that from yesterday. Fucking
Dude, you suck at it.
god-awful yesterday. I haven't played it in so long. Like, back when Nasty Rogar and I used to race in it a lot, when it first came out, I got used to it, and I was fine then, but now... No chance in hell. I'm off the friggin' course 90% of the time.
Yeah.
The game where you blow your engine in the first turn? Yes, that one.
We refused to play with any of the difficulty not at maximum and any of the simulation stuff, not on. So it was pretty brutal. I mean, we didn't even have time to blow the motor. We were too busy stalling because we'd like go off course and stall the damn engine and have to hit the ignition, start the car, and get back on the road. It was a whole thing.
I'm reading what trick. No, it's not. There's no fucking Pika Butters in this fucking thing. He has a hat.
Pika Doyle.
He has a fucking... Razor. He has a fucking beanie
Pika
on. That's
Razor.
it. He has to have, like, the whole onesie. Oh, God.
Is that what the rules are now? Onesies only?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what they are.
I haven't been keeping track of your chat rules. You must have updated it.
I did. It's not updated at all. But yeah, like, I did the complete switch. I did a 180 from 360 to PS4, and plus, I just loved Sony at that E3 where they're like, yeah, Xbox is doing all this shit that you hate. Yeah, we're not gonna fucking do it. Here you go.
Yeah, that was the best conference ever.
It was
like,
the
all that shit you
best
don't
one.
like, we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Bye. Mic drop.
And then like to put a little more salt on it, they're just like 2 days later, they're like, here's how you share. They put up that YouTube video of here's how you share games on PS4 with friends, and there's just the fucking CEO and the what's his nuts there, and they're just like, And they just have the disc in hand. They're like, oh, here you go. Done. Because they were
Hey,
like,
look, that was easy.
yeah. They're like, you just give them the disc and they can play it. And it was like,
So great.
I fucking died laughing that entire conference. They're like, yeah, they're going to charge you, what, $500? All right, $400 for the PS4. You gotta have Xbox Live to watch Netflix? Yeah, you don't gotta do that here. Here you go.
That blew my mind. I didn't realize that was ever a thing until one of my friends was like, "Oh, I was watching a movie and it cut out because my Xbox Live expired."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
It was a huge
Like,
fucking dick move. I hate
It's
that.
so ridiculous to have, because that was basically the only thing she used it for at that point. She wasn't playing a lot of games. It's certainly not online. So
Yup.
the only reason she had the Xbox Live Current was to watch Netflix.
It's ridiculous. Like, they are just like such pains in the ass with their online shit. Like, I'll give Xbox Live the credit for being more reliable, but their fucking service is such a dick move. It costs more than PS4. I don't know how their Games for Gold is. I don't watch that, so they added Games for Gold after I like swayed back to Sony with the PlayStation.
So the way it works is every month you get, at the beginning of the month towards the end of the month, you get to pick, or they give you a game that you can download for free that you always have. I think as long as you have gold.
As long as you have gold, it's the same way on PS4. It's just as long as you have the yeah, it's the same
It's
service,
mirror
just
of the Sony
different
service.
just different games that you get each month.
But
And it's always 2 games. Isn't it?
Microsoft does it where it's the same exact 2 games each. Well, no, it's 2 games that rotate every month. But the way that PlayStation does it is that, hey, here's these games that are free with PlayStation Plus. You can fucking download as many of these as you want. Here's this giant fucking list of games. And Microsoft doesn't do it that way. They say, here's a game.
It's only the ones that are available at that time.
Yep. 1 game at the beginning of the month, 1 game towards the end of the month, and that's it.
And when I was
like,
playing a lot,
3.
I didn't see anything of value there. Whereas like PlayStation, I'm like, these are some of the most expensive properties that Sony sells, and there they are for free. Just get the membership. What the hell? I mean, it's crazy.
Tequila, speaking of Ghost, yes, I know that's not how it is now because Xbox is like, yeah, Sony's kicking our ass, so we need to start giving this shit back to them for free. Tequila, new Tomb Raider game, PC early next year. So watch for that because that's when I'm gonna pick it up. But yeah, that was one thing that pissed me off too with Square Enix. Was they're like, and Microsoft trying to be all fucking sneaky, saying Tomb Raider was an exclusive. Like, oh, this is exclusive, and they're like, and they did the same thing with Halo 5 too. They're like, oh, this is an exclusive to Xbox, and they're like, yeah, but it's coming out on PC. I'm like, then it's not fucking exclusive, idiots.
It's exclusive to
Well,
Microsoft.
It's a time exclusive, not an
Exclusivity
exclusive.
is always about who gets the rights to say stuff the earliest, not so much
Who gets the
that everything else is not going to happen.
well? With
like this year with Call of Duty.
Go ahead.
This year with Call of Duty, for the first time ever, PlayStation 4 gets the maps a month ahead of everyone else.
That's because
Ooh.
PS4 is now the Major League Gaming console choice over Xbox.
It used to be that it was the other way around, that everything came out first on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they even tried to say that the episodes from Liberty City were going to be exclusive to Xbox for a bit, and they're like, yeah, we're just kidding. It's coming out for everyone.
Yeah. Because, what was it? But yeah, that whole exclusive thing's, like, annoying as shit. Like, I'm fine with it on, like, certain titles, like, once you make Tomb Raider available to everybody, and then you take it back and you're like, okay, it's going to be exclusive to this console, it's kind of a fucking dick move.
Well, the thing
like-
is, if it's actual exclusivity, like, okay,
Like,
2010
Uncharted.
Studios is a Microsoft studio, so obviously they make Forza for Xbox. Okay, whatever. But when you have a game like Grand Theft Auto that's coming out for every console, every platform,
Every
it's
platform,
going to be on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and they're like, oh, the DLC is going to only be for Xbox. Just
Okay,
kidding. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What if I bought an Xbox just for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on.
Here's a way to get sales really quick if we lie. Yeah, and like same thing with like fuck, what's that other game? Oh, you're talking about studio exclusive. One of my favorite game studios, Naughty Dog, PlayStation exclusive. Absolutely love Naughty Dog. I've never bought a game that Naughty Dog's made that's been terrible. I fucking love The Last of Us. I love the Uncharted games.
Jack and Daxter.
Crash Bandicoot when they owned it.
Jack and Daxter's the shit.
Like
I want that to come back like Ratchet and Clank's coming back.
did you see that new Ratchet and Clank trailer?
Did you see that Ratchet and Clank is going to be a movie?
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. But
I didn't see any of these things.
speaking of more things, I thought there was a trailer though from yeah, there's a no, dude, there's a new Ratchet and Clank game. It was just announced at PSX 2016.
Snap.
Yeah. So we got that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I have sitting here in my clipboard this.
Who cares?
Ratchet
there you
and
go.
Clank PS4 release date.
There you go.
New trailer revealed. See, I'm on top of this shit.
Nice. That a boy. But one of the big announcements, which I know a lot of people in my chat are excited for, and it's something that we will probably play on my channel when it releases, because one, I've never played any of them, and I know a lot of people in my chat are fans of them. Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer finally dropped with a smidgen of gameplay. Did you guys ever play Final Fantasy? Because I never did. Never
I played
played
the one on NES.
What one was one on NES?
I never did because I think turn-based gameplay is garbage.
Well, this one's not turn-based from what the trailer looks like. It doesn't look like it's going to be turn-based. It looks like it's going to be live, not live action, Jesus. Real time. It looks like it's going to be a real-time RPG now. And the trailer looks sick. Like, the game looked fucking beautiful for being a remake. But
Interesting.
I don't know shit about Final Fantasy games. I mean, I watch other broadcasters play some of them just to see what's up and try to, like, learn a little bit about it, because I've never...
Doing your homework.
Mhm.
I know they look beautiful. Their
They
cutscenes are basically movies.
They are beautiful games. Like, I started to play one because I did the trial of PlayStation Now, and one of the Final Fantasy games is on there. I don't know which one it was, but I spent a little bit of time playing it, and it was fun. I actually enjoyed it, even though it was a turn-based one. But I don't remember which one it was. I couldn't tell you the plot of it or anything like that, but it was fun.
I don't really like RTS games personally. Ow, fuck. Ow, shit. But I really got into the Dawn of War series, and be nice to have another one of those come out. Like, not like Vermintide, but like, it's not turn-based. I never played anything turn-based. Like, a little bit of Pokemon, I tried that. Like, those type of things. Never really got into those.
What?
I don't know. I just couldn't do turn-based.
Pokemon's like the only turn-based I can do.
Yeah, same, pretty much. I mean, I don't have a big problem with it, but they don't usually have the type of subject matter that I'm into. Like a turn-based Grand Theft Auto game would be a little weird.
So fucking impatient that they just annoy the shit out of me. I'm like, I could just go fucking stab you about 6 times while I'm waiting for you to make a move. Like, that's just my mentality. Is like, I'm sick of sitting here waiting. Like, so personally for me,
Yeah.
turn-based is like a fucking torture game.
Waste of time. Sorry.
I mean, if it's got a good story, it wouldn't really be a waste of time. But like, taking its fucking sweet time to just attack and do shit like that.
Yes, and I mean, Final Fantasy has beautiful stories and amazing cutscenes, but if their gameplay is relatively stale, which I think it kind of is, because I don't, again, turn-based, it's not my thing at all. Just like I can't do fighting games because I suck at comboing.
Oh yeah, I like fighting games. I just get bored of fighting games too quick. Like, I thought Mortal Kombat was
any enjoyment out of them.
I thought Mortal Kombat that came out this year was fucking great. I thought it was a wonderful game. Graphics were great. The gameplay was mad fun, but I'm just like, there's not much depth to it, and the stories that are always in fighting games are just like, meh. And it's all they are. It's like, oh, go, I got this whole plot, and like, one of my favorite rivalries of all time is always going to be Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, because that's just classic. But with
Those are the two that are the same but with different color, right?
I mean, there's like all of them, like Reptile. Well, they kind of made Reptile into a lizard now. He was the same Smoke or one of those. I don't remember which one. They're one of them. There's like 6 of them that look the same. There's like one that's like a black and he has like smoke around him. There's like the yellow one, which is Scorpion. There's the blue one, Sub-Zero.
Scorpion,
Reptile.
Sub-Zero, Reptile.
Who's green.
Those are the
There's a purple one
Or
too.
the-
I don't remember who the purple one is.
Well, see, then you had the Cyborg Sub-Zero and the Cyborg
Yeah, but I'm not talking about.
Smoke.
I'm talking about like when they were
Oh,
all
man.
ninjas.
Getting complicated.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, dude.
those
The
those three
movies-
have like the most content in them themselves.
And the movies are truly craptacular.
The first one is
Oh,
the
yeah.
bomb.
Well, see, here's what I don't get. You had the first one, you had good casting, and then the second one comes around, you recast everyone,
Yup.
pretty much. You recasted Raiden with a crappy person for Raiden. You recasted Sonya Blade with someone who was not even remotely appropriate for that character, and it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? You didn't recast not Kung Lao. Who the is it?
Shao
Who's the
Kahn.
main
Shao
character?
Kahn.
Thank you.
Shao Kahn.
No, not Shao. Who's the fucking main character in that?
Goro. He's CGI. He was awesome.
Who's the main character in Mortal Kombat? That's what's killing me.
Oh, Liu Kang
Liu Kang. There it is. Yeah.
with the 1,000
They
bicycle
reca-
kicking
they
the dragon.
They
It's fucking great.
recasted everyone pretty much except for Liu Kang and the sorcerer was Kung
The
Lao.
Sorcerer's Stone.
But, no.
Let's see.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yo, that movie. Something I did think was really funny though from the what was it? PSX was Sean Layden, who's the CEO and president of SCEA. He come out to talk about Uncharted 4 with a Crash Bandicoot shirt on. Speaking of Crash Bandicoot from earlier, he come out with that on, welcoming like everybody to the experience and shit. Or
Nice.
from Final Fantasy. My bad. He come out with that. But yeah, Uncharted 4 got another trailer too, and it showed Nathan Drake reuniting with his brother, who's never been.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
remember him ever being mentioned in any of the games, because I don't think they've
Yeah,
ever really
I don't know.
gone into like Drake's family or anything in those. Am I the only one that's played these two? We just did like, what was it? Not last month. In October, we binged all 3 games in one 24-hour broadcast, which was mad fun.
Crazy son of a bitch.
Hey man, they're great games. When a game has great story like that, I can sit here and play them the entire time. Like we did the same thing with The Last of Us. Binge that one too, because if it's got a good story, I can sit here and play all day. And the Uncharted games aren't gonna let you down. They're fucking phenomenal. Great story.
It's Naughty Dog.
It's
It's not gonna
exactly
let you
Naughty
down.
Dog's like one of the best storytellers I've ever seen in a company.
They're very consistent with
They
their
are,
product.
and they're always really good too. Like, I don't want to spoil the ending of
Then don't. Let's move on.
The Last of Us, but
Hey,
the
look,
game's
we
been out
haven't
for
yet.
how many years? But like the ending
No,
to that
don't-
game,
Hey, I haven't beat it yet.
okay, I'm not gonna say anything. But the ending of that game, oh my god, you're good, Doyle. I'm not saying anything about it. Just the ending of that game is like, holy shit, like anti-hero for days. But PSX also had, which I'm gonna call this right now. They just come out and basically said six Adult Swim games are coming to PS4 in 2016. Fucking
Better
Duck
be
Game.
fucking Duck Game.
Duck Game will be one of those games. If Duck Game is not one of those games, you fucked up, Adult Swim, because Duck
Oh
Game
my god.
is beautiful.
Duck Game is amazing.
That game is just too good not to put on everything out there. Because
I need to play that.
you haven't
sometime.
played
Some
Duck
of
Game.
our best content came from Duck Game.
Some of our dumbest content came from Duck Game.
That's what I said.
Rogar showed me it has a quack button.
Dude, there's a quack
Oh
button.
my
Oh my
God.
god, that thing gets spammed. Like my Sereno peppers during the charity stream for Extra Life, Doyle and all of them just spam the fucking duck. So while I'm like in tears because I ate Sereno peppers and the juices were on my hands, and then I stupidly rubbed my eyes, and
Outstanding.
I'm just like teary-eyed and shit. 'Cause I'm like, I made a mistake. I fucked up. And it was just going off with like,
Quack.
and you just hear, just fucking ducks going off for days. It was so bad.
I'm launching Duck Game to see how many times I've quacked.
I've already saw that you've launched it. It popped up on my screen.
It's taking forever.
But something
For some
else,
reason.
something else. You know how I just said, like, I'm surprised that mod is now a thing in the VGAs.
Yeah.
Mod is also coming to, like, mods have helped set the landscape for console modding things, because on PC for a minute we've had Don't Starve Together, which originated as a PC mod.
Mm-hmm.
It is now coming out as a game for PS4 as its own thing. Don't Starve Together with co-op. So, I mean, I saw, like, there's a bunch of things about modding tools coming to consoles, and I don't know what to think about
Well,
that.
I mean, that
Because
in and of itself isn't too new. I mean, Counter-Strike was a mod, and they released it for Xbox a million years ago. I mean,
Right.
these things happen, but an actual, like, creating mods on a console is going to break all the digital rights management that they do inevitably, no matter what they do.
Yeah.
So unless they're doing like something that somehow bounces through like either the system or the manufacturer of the game or somebody to check it over and like make sure it's legit before they patch it in or allow it to be downloaded, it's going to be a little dangerous, I think.
Yeah, I am curious to see what's going to happen with that, because... But a lot of...
5,623 quacks.
Yeah, that's a lot of quacks. How many
That is a
hours?
good bit
In
of
how many
quacking.
hours?
Hang on, just 1 second here.
In how many hours is that? But another thing, though, is a lot of the shit that was announced at PSX is
2
like...
hours.
How?
Wow, that's efficient.
How? How is that a thing?
I spammed the shit out of the quack button.
There's no way you have more quacks than me. I was in the lead out of all of us for quacks at one point.
Quite a competition this game is.
Yeah, it's like who can get the most quacks, basically. So, like, we start out the match and we just spam the button, and then we're like, after we're done teabagging each other for whoever died and, like, throwing the body off the edge of the map, you just quack the entire time. Like, the whole, like, half that game's just quacking. It's fucking great. But a lot of the stuff, too, from PSX they heavily pushed, which they should, because it's coming out early next year. Right alongside Oculus is their PlayStation VR. A lot of the stuff they showed was VR stuff. And I wasn't not impressed by it. Because I'm really curious to see how the VR is going to go. Especially since, Oculus Rift has been out in development for, 2 years now? And a lot of people on PC have gotten a hold of it. Like, I know Skyrim's already got support for Oculus Rift now. I know... like Euro Truck Simulator, Project Cars, a lot of games already have it built in and integrated with it.
And a lot more still have mods that people have made to get it ready.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then they were going to have like that special, and especially now that they've announced that controller. What is it that, what's it called? Oculus...
The thing you hold so you can use it like a tool or a gun or whatever?
Yeah,
Oh, you know
they're Oculus Touch.
Ah.
That has like gyroscopes inside the controller and stuff too. So like if you're like playing like I don't know, let's say it's Chivalry's got support for it, and like you're swinging the Oculus Touch around, it's supposed to like register like the sword movements and shit. I know Oculus isn't gonna work like that.
Or a Wii.
Yeah, like kind of like the Wii stuff, where like you move the controller and depending on all that crap, it
But
goes.
more accurate.
Probably. But the Wii's had time to develop that stuff. Like they did that. Extension of the
the
extension
Wiimote Plus is,
the
is
Wiimote
one-to-one.
Plus after they got rid of like adding that little extension thing on the bottom, and then they just started integrating it in. That
The
was
Wii
really
Motion
good.
Plus, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, for my tastes, the Wii is as good of a quote-unquote VR bullshit thing as there will ever be. I mean, it was fun. You screw around with it, you bowl with your friends, beat them up with swords or whatever by swinging this little thing around. That's... The rest of it just doesn't interest me at all. I mean, it sounds kind of interesting to like go to a expo or something and put it on and look around and be like, wow, that's crazy. But like I'm not interested in owning one and getting into all that. It just doesn't seem that useful.
I was gonna say, when I was at TwitchCon, I played around with the Samsung VR with Oculus, where you use the cell phone as the screen and use it as a VR. Actually, a really fucking good tool. It worked really well, and it was actually really cool. But we didn't play any games. it was kind of like a hangout thing. They put us in like, you got to sit in like a chair that would spin, because the thing with the Samsung Gear is that it has 300, which is a big deal, because Oculus Rift doesn't have it. 360 degrees of VR, so like you can do complete 360s in your chair, and you'll still be able to see it and register it. Where Oculus has only got like the 100, and I think it's 180 degrees, so you can only go so far left and so far right, and then you can't go past that point. Where the VR, the Samsung Gear has it, and I played with it, and like you put it on, you get the headphones and shit, and then like the phone actually works as the microphone. So like, there wasn't a lot to it. It wasn't a game, but they sit you down in like a little. It was the Kappa Theater that they had recreated in it. So you're just sitting inside the Kappa Theater, and there's other people, like, because there's like 5 or 6 of us at a time using it, and you could sit there.
Around?
Yeah, you could see everybody around, like look around and like talk to them and stuff, and it, like you'd see the little microphone above their head and shit, so you knew who was talking. But like the integration of that kind of stuff, I thought was really cool. Like I had no problem.
And see, that sounds fun. Like little tech demos and stuff, I can get in on that. But as far as like actual video gaming, and they have that thing now where that kind of suspends you from the waist so that you can run to move around, and then you put on the headset and all that and hold the thing to be your gun. That just it does not look fun to me.
No, because we're all fucking fat, and running on a treadmill sounds awful. Could you imagine?
That noise.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine playing like Battlefront or Battlefield 4 on
No,
like
fuck all that. DayZ.
Fuck
All
that
you do
or
is
DayZ?
run
Yeah,
for 4
DayZ.
hours.
let's play DayZ. I'd be so fucking
Running
fit.
simulator.
I'd be so fucking fit. I'd just run from like Cherno to Electro and call it a day. I'd be like, I'm fucking done. I'm going to bed
You'd be
now.
like, that's it. Knock
You
it
know what?
off.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Huh?
That's actually not a bad idea.
No, just to go from one to the other, because it's fucking terrible.
Oh,
I did
God.
like, you saw that
North-
there was that one video though. Did you see where they did that? They like hooked up like the Oculus Rift to a guy, and they programmed like this controller that looked like a gun to work, and he used it as the controller, and it had like all these sensors and shit on it, and then it was like the treadmill thing, but then like taking it to a whole nother level, they set up paintball guns all around the guy, and then whichever side he got shot from, the fucking paintball guns on that side would go off. So like, I was like, that's a whole new level of interaction with a game. I was like, I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, really.
I'd be like, I'm fucking done with this game, because I die like, my KD's never positive. If you guys watch me, it's rarely positive lately, because I don't sit down and play FPSs like I used to.
Yeah, that would probably not be a good experience, having a low KD in a situation where
Oh
you're being injured in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine being like, I went 3 and 23, aka I got shot, and like the guy had like, there was like 3 set up on each side of him, so it was like you get shot from the
Just,
back,
like,
or like
bruised as hell. It's like, what the hell happened to you? It's like,
I played
Counter-Strike match.
I played Counter-Strike. That one wouldn't be as bad, because you only have the chance of getting shot what? 30,
Yeah, true.
30 times. You only get shot 30 times. Where like, if you're just super bad at it, you're gonna have like.
Well, what you don't
50,
want to do is
depending
be
on
the
like
enemies in the Nathan Drake games, the Uncharted games.
Oh my god, yeah.
Fucking bullet spongy as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Butter.
Especially since you're gonna get hit, and it's not gonna it's not just gonna shoot you when you die, like in Battlefront. Like
Right.
you can take tons of rounds and get hit. What's up?
Check out the link I'm posting in chat, talking about what you're talking about with the paintball guns of the Oculus Rift. This is something I saw a few months back, and it's a very similar thing.
Oh yeah.
Third space reality? What the hell is this?
It is a vest that you put on that has vibrating packs in it that will simulate you getting hit. So it'll give you notifications as to where the bullet fire is coming from.
That sounds awful.
It does.
Anything that wants to harm me, I don't want to put on.
It doesn't actually hurt you, it just buzzes, so that way you know you got 4 in the front, 4 in the back.
Until like a wire and it shorts and I get electrocuted.
Yeah,
Pretty
really.
much.
Bzz. Like,
Well, remember,
fuck.
everyone bought a Nintendo Power Glove.
Never mind,
It was
there's
the
a
most
pink one, I'm
successful
buying it.
accessory ever.
Wait, what? Bought what?
Oh, this is the one. Never mind, this is the one that I saw before. That's it, right there. Bye, Nasty.
See it?
Yeah, this is the better one. It seems more
Ooh.
legit.
Has buttons on it and everything.
I thought it had an ink
Yep.
pack, so if I died, it splashed me with ink for a second. Just like clicking it and
That
coming
splashes you
in.
with blood.
I was like, what the fuck? Is he gonna paint me?
It splashes blood all over your face, like Doom. The more blood, the more health you've lost.
Yeah, right. I am really excited for Doom though. Doom looks great.
Oh my god, that is one of my top there.
Doom.
So good.
Doom is definitely one of the games I'm looking forward to next year. Doom looks fantastic. One I am really looking forward to, which is like kind of out there, is Firewatch. Because I think Bob and I talked about it last night, didn't we?
Yep.
Talked about Firewatch. Have you seen it, Doyle?
Watch. Googling that now.
It looks like
it's exactly what it sounds like. It's people that are on Firewatch in a forest.
yeah, like you're like a park ranger.
Yeah. I read about that. Read it. Maybe I read it on PC Gamer. That's where I read about it. That seems really cool.
Yeah, it seems like it's interesting because it still doesn't show like what the game actually is, but like the
I have
trailers.
absolutely no idea where they're going with
what
this.
it is, but the story
I am
seems
curious.
super intriguing, and all it says is like the life of like a forest ranger can be interesting, but and you get a mysterious call, but it's not one that you want to hear, and that's pretty much all they said, which is kind of fucking crazy. So I'm really intrigued to see where this is gonna go. And the art style is beautiful. I love the art style of this game, so it has me really excited for it. And the humor in it's like actually on point as well. So like there's things about it that I'm really excited for. But yeah, there's still not a lot about the game, but it's from a brand new studio, Campo Santo. So I'm really curious. I'm really interested to see where they're gonna go with it, which has me really
Like
excited.
we talked about it, it also has a neat art style.
Yeah.
It's neat the way studios these days aren't all just trying to make the game as realistic as possible and getting as close as they can, and everyone looks different from their own perspective. They're now to a point where it's not like a cartoony game, but it's also not like HD real grass and everything. It's sort of a in between.
Yeah, which is perfect because which is something that annoys me is like people pissing and moaning about like the graphics in this game are terrible compared to this game. Well, maybe they weren't going for like top-notch graphics. Like there's a lot more going on in the background of this game, like a heavily physics-based game. You know how much physics wears on a PC, and how much.
Because Minecraft is a horribly unsuccessful franchise because the graphics are so poor.
Yeah, exactly right. That's Bob sarcasm, by the way, if you've never heard it.
I bet they'd sell a few copies of that game if they gave it some real resolution, but as it stands right now, I think they're not going to be successful at all.
I know, it's not.
I'm pretty sure Notch will never be able to retire and buy whatever $14 million house in Beverly Hills.
I thought it was way more than that. What, with this fucking candy station that's 2 stories tall? That was ridiculous. I wish I had a house like that. That would be dope. I wouldn't
never mind, 85 million. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I'm sorry, I was way off.
Who would honestly, if you guys made it rich, would you honestly spend that much money on a house? Because there's no fucking way I would.
Well, it depends on how rich. I mean, if you have a couple $100 million, what's the point of not spending $80 million on a house?
Because what happens when some fucking catastrophe happens and you lose all your money and you have like an $80 million house? Good luck paying those taxes, especially in California. Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, what, a halfway house, basically living. Fuck, you go from like an $80 million house to like a shed, like Bubbles.
Like Bubbles.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna do then? Like, I wouldn't ever buy like something that ridiculously priced. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Some of those things are weird though, where it's like, one of my friend's wives had like I forget, like $30,000 ring or something like that, and she sold it to one of her friends, and there was like kind of bounced around. It's like, to him, it's like the idea of having this one material object is worth so much fucking money. Like, what if you lose it? Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, yes, that's something I will never I couldn't bring myself to spend extreme amounts of money on something like
that concentrated amount of money where it's like this little tiny thing is worth such an extremely, you could turn this into a car and drive it or buy a house or something, but it's just this little thing.
Yeah, it's just this little thing. I spent $30,000 on a ring. Well, what the fuck? Why are you driving a fucking Honda Civic then?
It's wild.
It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
And so many of those big purchases are just because, like, I thought this is what I was supposed to do, right? I mean, one of my father's old business partners, had a big contract, and he went out and bought a Jag and a Rolex. And he was like, "Why did you do that?" And he was like, "I don't know. I'm sort of regretting it now, but I mean, the stuff's neat."
Yeah,
Stuff's neat.
The stuff's neat, but
It was like the kind of thing he'd probably been like dreaming of being able to afford that for a long period of time, but now that you actually have it, it's like, oh, that's cool. It's just a watch and a car, you know.
I've invested X amount of dollars into something, and I like the people like it. It's crazy that it's kind of crazy when I think about the other thing too, is like people buying like, we're getting way off topic of games right now, but like,
Oh yeah.
people
as far as possible.
people that collect cars, they like buy it and then it just sits in a garage. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of it? I don't get it. But back on the topic of games here.
Wait, this is a gaming talk show? Whoa.
Doyle, go fuck
It's all
yourself.
Notch's fault. Blame Notch.
Yeah, blame Notch. We got sidetracked because of Notch's house. There was a Call of Duty World League trailer that got announced at PSX as well.
A what?
World League? Call of Duty
You
World
lost
League
me
trailer?
at Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, this is stuff that was announced. Street Fighter 5 Fang reveal trailer. There was Bloodborne was revealed for PlayStation. Darkstar.
What? Bloodborne's already on PlayStation.
No, Battleborn, not Bloodborne.
Okay, you said Bloodborne.
My bad.
Alright, Battleborn. Yeah, that's the one that looks like fucking TF2.
Yeah. Yep. Then, I think you were gone. We talked about modded PC stuff going to consoles as well, Doyle, because Don't Starve Together going to...
yeah, Bethesda announced that Fallout 4 will support mods on the Xbox One.
And that was something we started to talk about a little bit, was the modding community going to gaming and how digital rights management's going to kind of fuck that up, we think, for them.
Probably.
I just don't see how they'll be able to filter user-made content well enough to make it work. Because it would be so easy to reverse engineer stuff like we saw with the Wii, where you load up this save file into Zelda and now you've got a hacked Wii with homebrew on it 2 seconds later.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there was anything else major, like anything that really floated my boat. There's more fighting games announced for PlayStation. Ni no Kuni was another announcement, which
Yep,
I didn't play Ni no Kuni ever. I didn't play any of those. Fat Princess Adventures. It's a co-op version of Fat Princess. If you played it on PS3, it was actually pretty fun. I won't lie about that. We already talked about Ratchet and Clank. Apparently there was a full body VR tech demo at PSX that I didn't see anything about. Somehow I missed that one. The one thing though, what was that one game? What the fuck was it called? Yo, Ace Combat 7 looked like shit. They didn't show anything. Destiny Sparrow Racing game league kind of was like a thing. Which I don't know why. Does anybody still play Destiny? Chat? Anyone here?
Occasionally. It's fun every now and then. And then you get friends that say, hey, buy the Taken King so you can play with me. And you're like, cool. And then you play it, and they're like, oh, I don't have PlayStation Plus. And then you're like, well, fuck you. And then you wasted a shit ton of money.
Paragon, though, is the game, like, that was announced yesterday at PSX, and it looks fucking great. Did you guys see this at all?
I'm gonna lie and say yes.
I'm gonna send you the trailer then. I'll send it to chat as well. If you
You
haven't
don't need
seen,
to. I have.
don't really play it all
bad
anymore,
separate
Jinx.
tabs.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that does. But here's the trailer for Paragon, which was probably like one of the most beautiful things announced. But let me send it to you guys in the old disc of chords.
Well, of course it's gonna be good. It's Epic Games.
Yeah. So this happened, was announced.
Butters, I'm already watching a trailer.
That's nice.
But now watch 2 trailers.
Yeah, now you can do 2. But yeah, between this game, and this fucking orange guy in this trailer looks like so much fun to play as. But between this and I think this and probably Final Fantasy VII, in my opinion, and in my interests, were the most entertaining things from PSX over the weekend. Because I never played the Final Fantasy games. I never played Ratchet and Clank. I never played a lot of the shit Psychonauts was something else that got announced. Psychonauts 2. I never played the first one. What is it? Did you play it?
No, but it was a puzzle platformer.
Oh, so something I'd be awful at.
Yeah, perfect for Fucked Up Fridays.
Perfect
Yeah, there
for
you go.
Fucked Up Failure Follower Friday. The 3 major Fs for my Friday streams that are awful. But yeah, I don't know what type of thing this looks like either. If this is going to be like a MOBA type thing or what.
Yeah, it definitely is
looks
a MOBA.
like it. It definitely
It's a
looks
MOBA,
like it.
No doubt about it.
Yes, Psychonauts 2 was announced at PSX.
Yep.
It was a big deal. I never played the first one, so I'm kind of disappointed now because that was the reaction a lot of people gave was, oh my god, Psychonauts 2, really? Never played the first one, so I'm not really sure what's entailed in it to get excited about it. Or what the first one was like. If it would have been like Crash Bandicoot, that probably would have been like my thing. Would have been like, holy fuck, Crash.
Oh man.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot and I can't remember his name now. The fucking bad guy in that game. That's like one of the most obvious names too. Doctor. It's just almost as easy as like Dr. Robotnik, who will always be Dr. Robotnik, not Dr. Eggman, because Dr. Eggman is just dumb. Crash Bandicoot.
Dr. Neocortex?
Yeah. Thank you. Now I know. But the last thing I want to go into before we wrap this up for the evening is the third major announcement, which I'm super curious to see where this is going to go. Esports is coming to primetime TV. Did you see this? Huh?
Before we move into that, I got one other thing I want to say.
All right, send it.
Bethesda has announced that they're going to give away $1 million to one person for ESO.
Yep, I already knew that.
Which is basically a way of saying, hey, our game is dead. Please play it.
No, their game is actually really fun. I enjoy ESO.
Well, but its popularity has dipped a lot.
Well, the popularity dipped because they had it free to play for a while, and then the game was, before like all those major updates they've done over the past, the game was shit before that. Like now it actually feels like an Elder Scrolls game. Like they have sneaking around and thieving stuff. They have like a whole bunch of shit in it. So it's really, really fun now. And I've been playing it, so I'm super excited to continue. And especially since I saw the day they draw it too is on my birthday. The fucking day they picked $1 million is on my birthday. But I'll be at PAX South then.
It's a desperate attempt, right? That's a sign of desperation. Not gonna lie. That is a bit of a sign of desperation. Saying, "Hey, $1 million to one person
if you play our game."
Play our game, so
but it's also not like a lump sum either. It's $50,000 a year for 20 years.
Well, yeah, because if you give a lump sum, then you have to pay a
bitch ton
of taxes.
Yep.
I mean, you still gotta pay a ton of taxes. If it's $50,000 a year, you're probably only gonna get like 40, at least, roughly.
I take 40,000 a year. It's more than I make now.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
Now. Right? Huh?
You were saying primetime, TBS, right?
Yeah, esports coming to primetime on TBS in 2016 with Counter-Strike. Interesting fucking thing there.
You know that ESPN did that one day?
I saw that. They played something.
Yeah, it really went well.
I think it was LCS, League of Legends Championship Series. I think that's what it was.
Well, that was their first mistake because they picked League of Legends.
Yes, they picked one of the most popular esports in the world. Okay. Anyway.
I would have went with Go. It would have caught more people's attention. Who aren't in the video game scene, that is.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, the problem with LoL is that I don't like it's the most popular esports game, but if you don't play it, it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, if you don't know how MOBA works,
how League works,
absolutely nothing to watch for me. Like I don't get it, so I look at it like some of my friends are watching it up at Starbucks. I'm like, all right, don't
Like-
have any idea what's going on there.
I understand League kind of. I like to play League, but I don't watch LCS because I don't watch.
Because you don't want to see how
people
bad
play
you
video
actually
games,
are.
except for, well, I mean, these guys are make
No, they're
way more
fucking
than we
ridiculous.
do just to play a video game. They have League of Legends colleges in China. Okay, they actually have schools to teach you how to play League properly. That's a legit thing. You know,
Why not?
But ESPN did this, and Twitter and social media all around the world, well, mostly US actually, were just like, this is fucking stupid. Why are we watching people play video games? I want to watch this. It's like, wait, so you don't want to watch someone play a game that you can play yourself, but you'd rather watch someone play a sport that you could play yourself. Interesting. So, you know, it's like people that say LARPing is stupid. Well, if you go and play paintball, that's like military LARPing. So it's all just a matter of what is, like, if you do medieval LARPing, then you're lame. But if you do paintball, then you're cool. Or airsoft, then you're cool. And it's the same thing. It's like, oh, well, I don't want to watch someone play a video game, but you'll watch someone play football.
Well, I mean, all that's neither here nor there. Their audience is the type of people that want to watch sports that are outdoor sports. I mean, this isn't like rocket science. This is the people that watch ESPN all day long.
Well, ESPN
I don't know why
also
they would
has
put on
World
something
Series
like
of
that.
Poker. ESPN also has World Series of Poker. And bowling.
Isn't that usually at like 4 a.m. though?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not ever on prime time.
I mean, that's not like primetime TV.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
like when
prime time
they might
is-
as well just
prime
put
time
off
is
the
what?
please stand by.
Unless, no, I don't know, man. They do a lot of Oh, you just got called out, Doyle. Good job, Jake Wolf.
No. There is an actual
Um,
college system set up. It is a legit school.
Link
I read
it.
an article on it.
Link it.
Link it. Jesus
Link it.
Linker, it didn't happen.
Linker didn't happen. He's gonna go research now.
Bet your ass I am.
But yeah, yeah.
It's a catch-22 because what makes no sense to me is like we already had video game oriented and nerd oriented or computer oriented, whatever you want to call it, TV programming, and it's all basically gone now because we don't watch TV. We watch it on the internet. So I don't understand why they'd even bother trying to put esports on television when television is not the medium that people who are into that sort of thing usually even view.
Well,
You know, you've got Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that.
yeah, I get what they're
Jack,
trying to do
Wait,
is.
hang on a second.
I get what they're
Jack
trying to
O'Kane,
do.
You are correct.
All right, so Doyle didn't have his facts
apologize
straight.
for my... Oh, fuck you, Butters. When do you always have your facts straight?
I haven't said anything wrong today.
Today. But anyway, yes, I was wrong, and I admitted to it because I'm a man. That's what we
Boom.
do.
But yeah, I think them pushing, cause like I don't see games being popular as like a TV channel. Like how many times is look at fucking okay? Well, originally ZDTV, then it was Tech TV, then it was G4. All of those channels were like tech and game oriented, and then they all just fucking tanked. And now, what's even? I don't even
It's
know what's
just not
on.
where gamers
yeah.
go to get their content.
Yeah, like X Play. I
We
loved
have
X
YouTube.
Play when it was on with Adam Sessler and Morgan
God, I
Webb.
remember X-Play.
Yeah, with them, and it was fucking great. Like, oh, this is back before like the internet was like a super big like resource, kind of. It was back when like dial-up days, but like you'd be like, oh yeah, I got all this information. This is like the stuff that's coming up. And they had like first looks and all that shit. But now it's just like, oh, I could type it in and look it up. But yeah, like that they've tried that shit before. They didn't do esports back then on those channels.
Right.
But I still don't see esports as being a predominant thing on a super high-end network as like a
I mean,
thing.
the reason esports makes money is because esports has fans and esports has, you know, people that will pay money to see them and whatnot. That's where it all comes from. So, I mean, it's entirely possible that we'll get proved completely wrong and there will become an audience of people that want to sit around and watch TV that has esports on it. But it just seems rather unlikely since you probably have a computer plugged into your TV these days. You know, you can just use that.
I was gonna say, and Twitch is like the major outlet for esports right now, anyways, and it probably always will be, in my opinion, because it's just like the home of game broadcasting.
Yeah,
I
and it's
watch-
like, why not?
Yeah, I was gonna say I watch the CS:GO stuff on here all the time. I've dabbled in looking at the other shit, like I watched the Capcom stuff. I've watched the Mortal Kombat stuff. What pisses me off is the esports and most gaming in the Olympics. Interesting. I have to really look at. Oh, I know X-Play's closed. G4 pulled all their gaming content. That's what I was saying. Was like.
Yeah, it's all been done, and it's all failed already.
Yeah, like gaming's been on TV before, is what I was getting at, and it didn't go well. And I don't see what makes it so different now.
Times have changed a lot.
Yeah, but we have Twitch.
G4 went down like last year.
Yeah, G4.
A lot's happened in the last year. Watch out.
See, I haven't gotten G4 in a long time.
So it wasn't. Yeah, and how many people still really watch? Let me go. I'm gonna fucking Google what's on G4 shows. Or no, you can't. Can you? Because that channel's completely gone, isn't it?
I got my picture taken at PAX East 2012 with
what
one of the guys from a G4
What was on
show.
G4? Attack of the Show and X-Play and Code Monkeys.
Yeah, they closed down December 31st, 2014.
Yes.
Those were like the only things I really like were predominant on that channel that were roughly gaming related. Because then it got into like Web Soup, which was a failure, and then it turned into like Tosh.0, which took over that shit.
Code Monkeys is fucking amazing. I wish that show would come
Some
back.
of the other shows, let's see. Street Fury.
Cheaters.
Lasted a year. Yeah, Cheaters. Code Monkeys for the win. That's right. Cinematech. International Sexy Ladies show.
Yo, Cinematech. Cinematech, all it was a TV show that just showed video game trailers, and it was awesome.
Really?
That's all Cinematech was. It was just video game trailers.
I never watched it.
Yeah, dude.
Happy Tree
I really
Friends was
like
on
that
G4. Not gaming related, but not a pile of shit either. I actually liked it.
Happy Tree Friends. That show was the best. Man.
Ninja Warrior, that was something else that went there. That wasn't tech or gaming related at all, but that was like the home of it. Yo, Jack is putting a lot of points in here that I like. But yeah, then they required shit like they were just like all over the place. Their channel. They acquired Iron Man. They had Iron Man. They had Heroes, Banzai, which was a Japanese show. Cheaters.
That's where American
Cops.
That's where Ninja Warrior started.
Yeah, Cops.
They were the first to show America. They were supposed to show a Ninja Warrior, and then they started doing American Ninja Warrior. And then NBC or someone else.
The Jamie Kennedy Experiment. Like, they were all... G4 was all over the place with their content and their shows. It didn't...
No wonder why they're gone.
Yeah, right? They just were like, let's just throw everything into one pot, but call it a tech channel.
They were a shotgun blast at content.
Get it done.
Oh, shit. That's why Jack knows so much.
Stream
That's
is
awesome.
Epic.
Stream is epic. Yes, Jack likes it. That's what I like to hear. It's brand new, Jack.
Every single day.
Yeah, we'll get to that at the end. We'll go through all of our stuff at the end as we wrap it up here in probably the next, 10 minutes or so.
We'll
get into all that.
Yeah.
Start doing a Q&A now.
We could. I haven't seen many questions come in, though, and I haven't actually written them down, I guess, so. I kind of missed some, and I know that. I have WordPad out, but I kept getting distracted by what was going on. Yo, Jack Wolf, thank you for the follow.
It'd be good to encourage people to hold their questions until the end and keep track of it themselves, and then just post them all in at the end.
That's true. So if anybody has any questions for us, now you can, spill them out to us. I'd be more than happy. I would, Doyle would, Bob would. We'd be more than happy to answer anything, as we still just, ramble on for, I think, a minute or two while we wait for it to roll in, thanks to the delay. But yeah, it was a big week in gaming.
A lot going on.
A lot going on. But, I'm waiting for you guys' questions to roll in. Couple of... yo, Jack Wolf, thank you for the host as well. Much appreciated. Couple of things that have been going on. This week, I want to show you guys a game that's coming out on Tuesday. That...
yes.
Myself, Rogar, Bob, and Doyle will be playing together this week. So get ready for this. I've told my chat, all week, get ready, there's a new game coming out, and it's not a major release at all.
I haven't added that to my Steam library yet.
Hey, it's major to me.
I sent it to you. But for us veteran gamers that have been playing games forever, if you guys in chat remember the old Army Men games, there is a game coming out this Tuesday called The Mean Greens. and it is essentially its own remake of the Mean Greens. It's essentially its own remake of Army Men, which has me super excited. It's in the Shadow Complex is free this month. Nice. What is the major title you guys are like to try out next year? All right, we'll get to that in just a second. But here's the trailer for Mean Greens, and
It looks excellent.
I'm just gonna make it full
looks
screen.
like everything I wanted and more.
Exactly. I'm just gonna put it full screen and monitor capture us for a second, really quick, just so you guys can see this, because this is an indie company called Virtual Basement, and I am super excited. I've talked to them already, and we will be playing this game this week, so I'm really excited for it. But here is, if I take me out, because I don't want to just put me on here. Here's the Mean Greens trailer for you guys to check out, because this looks amazing. What's up?
Demon asked a question.
Okay. But this is something we're going to be playing this week that is not really well known, which is really unfortunate, because this game looks so badass. Because I like the whole, like, Army Men perspective of, like, playing around, like, in, like, a sink and stuff, and, like, around a kitchen and all that jazz, like you're seeing in this.
Well, hey, don't worry, Butters. We're gonna bring it to the masses, and then they'll be very well known, right?
Oh, Lyric already is planning on playing this. I saw it in his stream today. Somebody showed this to him, and he was like, he was like, "Oh fuck, this looks awesome." I was like, "Damn it!" I was like, I thought I found a sleeper of my own.
Well, we'll just have to be the number 2 stream then.
We'll just be the number 2. But yeah, this game.
It just reminds me, the funniest thing about that when you're looking at the list of games and stuff is when Ray Narvaez started playing Minecraft for a few minutes at the end of one of his streams. It must have completely blown all the people that were playing Minecraft, because like the second guy had like 1,000 people or so watching him, and there's Ray with 7,000 people just like kicks him off the top spot. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, right.
He was just playing vanilla Minecraft on Xbox One, fucking around building a house.
Yeah, but yeah, like this game looks so fucking good. Like fighting at a birthday party, fighting around the Christmas tree, fighting in the aquarium. Like this game has like everything going for it, I think. Capture the flag, like all the game modes. I miss playing capture the flag. Can we talk about that too? Everything's gotten rid of like capture the flag, and I don't know why.
It's all team deathmatch.
It is all team deathmatch. Like, I hate to have to. Like, everybody hates to work with a team. But yeah, that is
I like
one of the things we're gonna be touching on this week, which has got me really excited. It's called the Mean Greens. So yeah, this is something this game looks amazing, right? It looks phenomenal. So it's one of them that I'm really excited to play this week for you guys.
Like,
I'm glad I found it.
What it is to me is like when you used to see the old Army Man game, like in your head you pictured it as looking that nice, but of course it really looked like crap. But this is like that. This is actually that game. We've waited long enough. It's here now.
I know, right? As far as I know, for Tuesday, Tequila, it's only on PC on Steam, but it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One as well. So, I mean, it's coming. It looks fucking great. I am super excited for it. If you couldn't tell, like, it just sends me back to like the childhood euphoria of playing the old Army Men games that I loved, and I've been waiting for like a new one forever. But to start to roll into the questions, what major title are you guys looking forward to trying out next year? Doyle, what do you got?
Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2? Why?
It is a tough fucking choice, though. There are a lot of really good games coming out, but I'd have to say Dishonored 2 because I really like Dishonored how its art style was a little bit Half-Life with a little bit Team Fortress 2, and with its oh god,
bless you.
With its stealth system. You could do stealth if you wanted, and it was actually recommended, or you could choose not to. And then also, you know, good outcome, bad outcome. And so with me, it's Dishonored 2. I mean, obviously, what we say, Wildlands, is that what it was called?
Yes. Ghost Recon Wildlands.
That's another one that's very high on my list. Both 2015 and 2016 are very promising for releases. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah, 2016 is gearing up. Bob, what do you got? What ones are you looking forward to?
I'm looking very much forward to Mafia 3. Mafia 2 was as I said, it had a great. I mean, that sandbox could have been used for a lot more than what they used it for. I mean, if they had good DLC, I mean, the graphics were great. They've even aged well. I mean, the game still looks good now, and yet there's no content for it or anything. You're just playing the same story over and over again, and it's very linear, so there's not a lot to go back to. But it was a really solid game, and I'm really looking forward to what they've done to improve it because I feel like it was going in a good direction.
I liked Mafia 2 a lot. I did not beat it, but I binged it for 9 hours within the first day of buying it. I bought it late. I bought it about this time last year actually, and just sat down and just played it for 9 or 10 hours flat out, and I stopped because I felt like I was going too fast and missing a lot of side stuff to it.
Yeah.
I never played the old Mafia games.
I mean, Mafia 1 is a good game. It just looks terrible because it's so old.
Right.
Mafia 2 is worth picking up.
Definitely solid. It's a solid game, and if you just play the story once, you'll be left wanting more, and playing it again doesn't really do a lot for you. But at least it's a solid experience for the amount of hours that it's worth. Like, it's a good, enjoyment per dollar ratio. Because that was the same thing. I binged it pretty hard. I mean, I played it, like every night until I was done with it, and I was like, ah.
Nice.
Especially because the game it's a linear storyline that ends. It is in an open world type environment, and there are times when you can run around in it. But when the game ends, it's over. So you have to reload from the middle of the game to keep playing around. But they did add DLC that at least gives you free roam. But the story isn't really very good because it just shows you a picture with some text. There's no voice acting for it. So
the voice acting was fantastic.
Oh, it was excellent. It's just a shame that the DLC didn't get proper. It wasn't fleshed out really. It was just here's some more stuff to do, and the missions even were good. But without having that intro cutscene, it just doesn't feel polished.
I actually have an array of games I'm looking forward to in 2016, which is bad. Because my bank account already fucking hates me. So,
plus you got PAX East and TwitchCon.
And PAX South.
Yeah,
but other than that...
All of the things. So I'm looking forward to fucking Friday the 13th, which I don't think is coming out next year. It might be the year after, but it got funded on Kickstart. So Friday the 13th is one I'm looking forward to heavily. As long as it's better than the old NES one that just fucking made me rage quit for days. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Tom Clancy's The Division. I am looking forward to Uncharted 4, which is a huge, obvious one. Mirror's Edge Catalyst looks fucking phenomenal, even though it's not a continuation of the first one. But I'm looking forward to that. Firewatch, which I've talked about already tonight, looks beautiful and my type of thing. No Man's Sky is another one, because what that game looks like it's going to be looks amazing. I'm excited for that, especially since it's coming to PC now as well. And Horizons Zero Dawn, if you haven't seen that, the one with the mech T-Rex in it with the girl with the bow and arrow and shit. There's a lot coming out in 2014, and then there's probably things I'm missing as well that I want to, but those are the big ones for me. I know there's other shit, I know XCOM 2's coming out, but I never played the first one. Or
any of the XCOM games.
I played a little bit of one of them, but I don't remember which one it was. Another one that's an adorable game that I know is coming out, but it's nothing that I'll jump into, I think, on launch, Unraveled, which is another PlayStation exclusive, because PlayStation is amazing when it comes to their exclusives. But Unraveled looks like a great one as well. But other than that, I shouldn't say other than that. That's a lot of shit to be excited for 2016.
Other than that,
other than all of those games that I just listed off, the 9 or 10, which, if we put a face value on it, it's like what, $60, 64 in New York with taxes and stuff, 64. Butters wants to play Hateful Boyfriend too. Yes, I'm in.
Hatoful boyfriend.
Hatoful.
Butters wants to play just more Yandere Simulator.
I was just gonna say that if Yanduri's a release next year, I'm totally on board for Yandere Simulator. That game just cracks me up every time we play it. That's why that's why
Twitch live stream.
That's why we play it after every build, is because one, chat loves Yandere. I love Yandere because it's just hilarious and completely psychotic for a game. And just the entertainment of it. If it wasn't in, it's only, I think it's at what, 13% now, but he's stopped working and or doing freelance. He just does full time work on it now. He stopped doing all the freelance stuff that he was doing. Notice me, senpai. Senpai, notice me. Oh my god, that cracks me up every time you get near senpai. What about Watcher? I haven't seen Watcher. It's like Myst.
Dude, Myst was awesome.
Was a fucking great game.
Myst was amazing.
The original point and click.
Yeah, that game. I forgot about Myst, but I'm pretty sure I still have it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I go to my parents' house and look at my old PC games, it'll be up there.
Oh, I have it.
I'm pretty sure I have it. I played it
in the original box with the book and with like a fucking binder full of notes next to it.
Yup. I was gonna say, I used to play it, and Mama Butters used to play it, and her and I used to play it together. I said
same.
No Man's Sky. I said No Man's Sky. Legit.
Well, I didn't play with your mom, but I played with my mom.
Oh yeah, dude, moms like that game. It was ridiculous. Like, my mom played it on PC all the time, and then she got the second one too.
Hey, Butters.
That fucking. Do you remember the piano? Trying to play the goddamn piano in Myst was terrible. What's up? That piano pissed me off
Check
so
chat.
bad. What?
Check chat.
Real
Check that
Myst.
link out.
What's this? Oh shit! Is this an updated one?
Oh yeah, real Myst.
What's Real Myst? Is it a beautiful updated version?
I have it.
Oh, nice.
They actually
It's on
did 3D
Steam.
graphics the way the sprites used to look.
Got that from my lady friend. She loves it. I bet. Myst was an amazing game for what it was. I loved Myst.
Steam has Myst and Riven and a couple other ones.
It's all on there.
I played Myst, Riven, and some of Exile, which was the third one. Like, those games are fucking unbelievable, man. Loved them. My favorite thing in Riven was My favorite thing about Riven was the little submarine on rails underwater. That was pretty cool. And then in Exile, they had this intense roller coaster thing. Like, you got inside a ball, and it was like a roller coaster. It was wicked cool. I remember I had a separate save in Exile just for that part.
We had another question come in. If you could, what was the query? Where to go? If there was one game on Steam you could replay, what would it be? That I own or that I don't own? I don't know everything that's on Steam off the top of my head. I'm kind of bad at life. What would be something you guys would want to replay? I would honestly say, actually, I take it back. I'd play through Half-Life again. All three of them, or all four. What is it? 4? There's Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Half-Life Episode 1, Half-Life Episode 2, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I'd play through all those.
I mean, if you're not counting like Blue Shift and
no, I'm not counting Blue Shift or anything like that.
Force or Lost Coast.
No, I have all those.
Well, Lost Coast is just a demo.
If you're like me and you still have Half-Life disc from like when it came out originally on PC and you type in the code.
Well, how else would I play Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I know, right? You get the code for like a shit ton of games with it. Like, what was it that came with it? I typed in the code for Half-Life and it came with Blue Force, Opposing Force, Half-Life. And then
they were all mods.
Yeah, CS:GO, or no, Counter-Strike.
No, CS 1.6.
Yeah, Counter-Strike 1.6. Like games on any console, if you could replay anything on anything. We've been doing it in my channel. We were playing through Shenmue there for a while. That's like one of my favorite games to play through. Shenmue is one I could play through multiple times, as is shit, what's that other game? The Last of Us. Those are like 2 games I have no problem replaying. But going way back, what's an early game? Zombies Ate My Neighbors would be a fucking fantastic one. The hardest for all... What was the hardest game we all had to beat? Wait, you guys didn't answer the previous question. My bad. Any game, if you could ever play any game again, what would it be? Replay it again.
Well, I mean, I kind of can replay whatever game I want, so to speak.
I was
But
gonna say,
I guess if
yeah,
I
I
was
have a
to think
lot.
about, like, if I was to experience for the first time a game, like, you know, the first time you play the game, you don't know everything that happens, and it's, like, really exciting.
Okay.
I think that would be, like, probably something like Portal would come to mind.
Ooh.
Like, the very, very, very first time I
Do you
played
really want to
Portal,
get the
and there was
disappointment
no
of not getting
fandom.
cake though at the end? Do you really want to go through that again?
You can
You're
get
right.
cake.
You're right. I couldn't handle it. You're
That
right.
is
It would
true.
kill me.
There is a hidden cake.
Shit. I don't even know, man. Like, my PS2 hasn't worked in God knows how long. So honestly, to be able to fire that up and play any of the
There's
Jack
a solid
and Daxter
emulator.
games,
Don't worry about it.
PS2 games are starting to.
Bob hooked me up.
PS2 games rolled out on PS4 yesterday. That was a
Yeah,
thing.
but you gotta pay.
Yeah, but
You
what
gotta
don't you have to
pay.
pay
I
for
don't wanna
nowadays? What don't you have
I
to pay
don't
for?
want to have to do PlayStation Now.
$100 a year though. They dropped that price tag, which is way cheaper than doing it by their fucking monthly plan. Which is really good because their monthly plan was a hugely overpriced pile. It was good. Don't get me wrong. I did it for like
Well,
a
they
month
give you
to try
tons
it,
of
and I
games for it.
loved the
So
games
if you
that
play
you
a
got.
lot of games, then you're all set.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
say if you want to go back and keep playing like the older ones, then you're good. But otherwise,
I mean, like stuff like Little Big Planet and stuff like that. It's like, okay,
my
it's a
God.
$60 game, and it was out shortly after launch for
I
free. So it's like,
love-
if you want to buy that game, just buy PlayStation Plus
no,
instead,
don't even get me started about
and
Little
then
Big
you get the
Planet.
rest for free.
Little Big Planet's beautiful. I love Little Big Planet.
hardest game I've ever had to beat. Jesus.
That
Yeah, I'm
I've
thinking
had to
about that one,
beat,
too.
or that I've tried to beat and failed miserably. Because I can think of a few games that were harder than death that I tried to beat and never beat. Like, first thing that comes to mind is fucking Battletoads. And I still, to this day, have not gone back to that game just because of the anger of that jet ski level. I'll lose my
Yep.
mind.
All right, so I got a couple of them. One of them is probably the hardest one that was for me to beat that I was able to beat would be the original Jack and Daxter
That was hard.
because I was in fifth grade when it came out, and
Games
I
have
wasn't
been
good at
hard
video
to do,
games.
so- Alright.
And then the hardest game that I actually was never able to beat was my dad had an old school arcade version of Popeye
I know.
in our basement, and it was glitched. So on the screen was upside down. So you had to reverse your left and right and your up and down.
Great.
Weird.
That sucked.
Bob,
But
what was hardest? I just thought, to answer your...
I'm having the hardest time thinking of anything. I mean, I spent a lot of my, a portion of my gaming career playing Atari, and all those games just get harder and harder until you die.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the hardest things that I ever played were probably all from that era because they were endless, for all intents and purposes. I mean, I suppose if I was good enough, you get to the point where the game breaks, but some of the games don't. They just go on forever. So
Okay, so games that don't go on forever. One of them, the hardest
Yeah.
one I ever had to beat was actually beat and then 100%. I'm gonna do this. Hardest game to beat, hands down, was the original Ninja Gaiden that I had a problem for. Oh my god, did Ninja Gaiden give me such a fucking hassle on their boss fights? Like, I remember getting so angry playing through that game, and it took me forever to beat it. And I love the Ninja Gaiden games, though. Like, those are great. But they gave me the hardest time, for whatever reason, to beat. The hardest one to 100% that I ever tried to do was Burnout Paradise. There's one fucking race trying to get the gold star on that is like, if you make one tiny fuck up, there's no chance in hell you're gonna do it. And it just... Me and a buddy tried to do, like, literally over 3 years it took to get, finally, the star on this one track. It was absolutely ridiculous. To a Bob. Q-Bert was that?
Hubert,
Oh, Q-Bert. Oh, my God. Q-Bert. That was a great game. Can we talk
That
about,
takes me back.
really quick, how great Wreck-It Ralph was? Speaking of
never
Q-Bert.
saw it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Go
Lots
watch
of
it
stuff,
right
but we don't
now.
have enough time to get into that.
Oh my god. Take your date and go watch it right now. Take your fucking pillow. Oh, I
Maybe we
deleted the
should do
picture
movie
already.
night.
My bad. Movie night for
Butters, you can take
movie
that
night for
pillow and shove it
Doyle,
up
Wreck-It
your
Ralph.
ass.
Movie night for Doyle, Wreck-It Ralph. That's what's
Yeah,
gonna
I haven't
happen.
seen it either, though.
What?
I
What the fuck?
don't watch movies.
It's not movie. It's fucking fantastic.
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie. It's
fantastic.
fantastic.
Butters Gaming, everyone.
The greatest. Bow down. Don't. Please don't. I enjoy Wreck-It Ralph. Reek-It Ralph. Reek-It Ralph. There's
I
a
plan
second
to
one
watch
too.
it. I mean, it sounds good.
It's so good. I loved it. You got all
It's
the
not
video
like I
game
avoided
characters.
it or didn't think it was going to be funny or something.
It was like a gaming movie for gamers. Hardest game for me to beat was Bionic Commando. Oh my god, that was a hard one too. I enjoyed. Speaking of that, I really enjoyed Bionic Commando.
The remake or the original?
The original, the NES one. I enjoyed Bionic Commando. Metroid was another fucking pain in the ass game to beat on the NES. Metroid was a pain in the ass. I liked a lot of games from like I was a Sega person though when I was little, so like I'm super. Didn't they just announced it? I think it might be something in the work. I'm not gonna say it because if I break some kind of embargo, I'm gonna be pissed, and then I'm gonna be in trouble.
Dun dun dun.
Let me look really quick before I say anything.
We just about finished up Peanut Butters.
Just about finished up. Yes, sir. Let me see if there's this. Let me try and think. I want to make sure there's nothing like I'm gonna say something dumb and be
Then
wrong.
don't. I was just saying they just
Yeah,
don't.
that's the other thing. As far as like difficulty of games that you played in the past, like when I was a little kid and I was playing the original Zelda on NES, it was entirely incomprehensible to me. I did not know what I was supposed to be doing at any point in that game, and I did not get very far.
True. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's like it was difficult then, but it's not difficult.
Oh
now
no, it's on
because you're older
Kickstarter. It's
now.
on Kickstarter. All right, we're good. The new Toe Jam and Earl. Did anybody play Toe Jam and Earl on the Genesis? It was on Kickstarter. That's where I heard of it. Back in Groove.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
I didn't
God.
have one,
Nope.
but I played at my friend's house.
Oh my god, I love Toe Jam and Earl. Toe Jam and Earl and Earthworm Jim were like two of my biggins, like growing up. That and Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which I really need to play. But
But I always wanted him to rent Clay Fighter
yeah,
when I went over there.
the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game was a pain in the ass too. That was a good game too. Jack, we're in the same boat then. We're old. I don't know how old you are though. You might be older than me. You might not be. I'm actually not that old though.
I'm old.
You are old, Bob. You're like what, 38?
Nah.
Not that old.
I'm a youngin.
Yeah, you're the when Matt's not here, you're the baby. Yes, I already knew about Mighty Number 9. I was excited for Mighty Number 9. That looks actually really fun. I'm young but feel old. So a couple things, guys, really quick. I'm gonna give you an idea. Oh wait, what topic that we forgot to start out with? What's everybody been playing this week?
Fallout 4,
Really? Still
Call of Duty Zombies,
lame.
Just Cause 3.
Oh yeah, Just Cause 3. Yeah, that released what this week? Yeah. That
Yeah.
that and Rainbow Six Siege.
They're all good. Call of
Yeah, I've
Duty.
been playing Just
Call of
Cause.
Duty
Well, I was playing
sucks.
Just Cause 3 and then Payday 2.
Yeah, you were
But,
streaming last night, Payday 2.
That was
Or
my
trying
quick
to.
hiatus
For
from
a,
Fallout
yeah, I was
4.
gonna say for a little bit though. You were having a problem there for a while.
Well,
And
I'm
you
running
were
OBS
just
multi-platform, and I don't know what's wrong with it and Payday 2, but they just do not get along. I had to actually install regular OBS to get it to come up.
Oh yeah.
That's what Morin was using, so I was like, screw it, I'll just do that.
All right. Chat knows what I've been playing. We've been still going through. At the beginning of the week, we were going through Tales of Zestiria, and then we mixed it up a little bit, and we did some other shit. And then on Thursday, Friday, oh my god, it's been Rainbow Six Siege. I absolutely love Rainbow Six Siege. It's so good. I'm really enjoying Rainbow Six Siege, and then Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy Type 0, and Bloodborne. Chat, yeah, let me know what you guys are playing. I want to know what you're playing. I think that's really it. Chat knows what I've been playing because they have been with me all week, basically. But we're going to continue. Alright, so we're going to wrap it up here, guys. But before we go, there's a couple things. You guys know me. I stream every day. There might be one day this week. I'm not sure what day. That I might just not stream just for my own mental health because we've been going ham. streaming every day for like 7 hours a day, and I don't take days off. I say this now, but you know me. I say I'm going to take a day off, and then I don't. We have a new... I know this podcast is new. This is only episode 2. We're going to continue to do this, but I'm also putting another show into the rotation on my channel starting January 23rd. And I'm going to go into more details soon about it once I know a little more and I've had time to talk things out with people a little more and get some of the other things done with it I need to do. But come January 23rd, there's going to be a new program on Butters Gaming as well that will take place on Saturdays. So we will do... we're going to continue to do sellout Saturdays and all that jazz. We'll just... time frames are going to get moved a little bit on things, maybe. I'm still working out the kinks. That's why I'm just letting you know starting in January there's going to be a new thing going on in the channel. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. But it's going to involve 6 of us. There will be 6 people involved in it. It'll be on stream on my channel. There will be 6 of us involved, and that's all I'm going to get into right now. But I will tell you that there are going to be other broadcasters, another broadcaster as well involved in it. Minus like some of the people that may or may not be here are involved in it as well. For the podcast, we're going to have a guest on. I'm going to start bringing guests in. I'm going to start talking to other broadcasters and other people, and we're going to start bringing other people into this as well. So get ready for that. We're going to have guests. I'm working with my graphic design artist to get new overlays done to accommodate a 5th person on screen along with a video window. So ahead of time when I do everything, it'll all be good. But I stream every day at 6 p.m. Eastern time, guys. Make sure you swing on by. If you've enjoyed the podcast, you can one-on-one with me there. We have... I think we're just going to continue Tales this week. Tales of Zestiria. And then we have Army Men, Mean Greens, my bad. Mean Greens this week as well. Doyle, 4-Play Friday. Are you free?
Yes. Next Friday, I am not free. Though.
Next Friday. I'm talking this Friday.
I know. I'm just letting you know the 18th I am not free.
That's fine. I'm talking about this week, so we're good. But,
okay.
Yes, so this week we're good. Podcast will be on Bob's channel next week. On Bob's. So, I will be hosting him. We'll get it all set up and squared away. It'll just be over there this time instead of on Butters Gaming because we passed the torch around. But yes, so the new content, new game. On Tuesday, we'll be taking first look at Mean Greens. We can start to play. We're going to put GTA in the rotation as well. So if anybody wants to play GTA or make a Butters Gaming crew and hop in it on PC, it's going to be available. And it's something we're going to start doing soon. Don't forget on Fridays is Follower Friday Day, so anybody who's a follower is more than welcome to play games with me. And come at me, bro, I'm ripped. And then on Saturday is Sellout Saturday, which is a day for me to appreciate all of my subs that help support the channel monthly and every month to help continue to get content, new equipment, new games that everybody wants to see me play, and things like that done. So... thank you guys for watching. Bob, do you have a schedule yet or no?
If you're looking for a little more, Bob, there's usually Turismo Tuesday, which sometimes get pushed to Wednesday, and a couple times a week usually I stream at least, unless Fallout 4 comes out and I disappear for a month.
That's true.
I'm back, so
you could always just follow Bob,
you
and
can
then when he
always
goes live, you know when he's alive. He also has a YouTube channel, which I will happily link for you guys, called...
drunkcompany.com.
Yeah, Drunk Company. Which I will soon, I'm not sure when, be appearing and guest appearing in. I'm not a regular, right? I'm just guest appearing. Or what am I?
We'll see.
I don't know what my role is. I don't know my role yet. I'm in the works of a lot of things, so... there's that. And then Doyle, you all know Doyle, moderator on my channel. Continuous gaming partner as well. He's in a lot of things. He's part of the 4-Play crew, 4-Play Friday crew, greatest streaming crew ever of just idiots playing games and being bad at things. So everybody who watched, I'm glad you tuned in and enjoyed. We will continue to be back at 6 p.m. Eastern Time next week on Bob's channel. I will be sure to host. I'll let you guys know on my channel as well as much as I can. So everyone who showed up and participated, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your continued support with this. We actually really enjoy doing this. It's been really fun watching you guys like give feedback and all that jazz and have questions for us and interact with us in another way that's not just me playing games or them playing games with me and just interacting with Chad. This way you can see us like as like a more relaxed, less focused group of entertainers, I want to say. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you in the Butterbox if you show up tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, have a good night, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.